Hello and welcome back to Bookmark Chronicles. Today I'm going to review the Green Bone Saga by Fonda Lee. Yes, I only have the first two books. Am I going to get the third one? I don't know because these ones don't even match. So I actually already have a review of Jade City up, so I will link that in the cards and in the description for anyone who's interested on my full thoughts. Overall, I gave it 4 stars. I really loved the first half of the book, and then there was a turning point where I kind of felt like things went downhill and it wasn't as exciting as I'd expected. So while this was not the 5-star prediction that I thought it would be, I did still really enjoy it. As for Jade War, I kind of felt the same way that I did with Jade City. I just felt like there was something that was missing. However, I was still intrigued and I did still end up also giving this one a 4-star rating. In this one, there is a lot more political intrigue. So if you were kind of on the fence about continuing but really enjoy political intrigue, I would definitely say go for it. I'm not really going to give a synopsis for this because it is the middle of a trilogy, but if you're not familiar with the series, overall, we're following Greenbone clans on the fictional island of Kacon, and Greenbones are people who have the ability to wield the power of Jade. So the more Jade you have, the more powers that come along with it, and there are principles of Jade that can help you increase your strength, lightness, you can deflect, and it overall makes you a better warrior. So in Jade City, it kind of specifically focuses on the major clans in Kacon, the No Peak clan and the Mountain clan, and then in Jade War, the world sort of opens up a little bit and we get to see a little bit more of what's happening elsewhere. So that's all I'll say for now. If you have not yet read Jade War but would like to, this is your official spoiler warning. So at the end of my review for Jade City, I was wondering why it was called Jade War when I felt like we had already gone through war with the No Peak and Mountain clans. And it turns out that we get to see the global effect of Jade. So it's not just what it looks like in Kacon, it's everywhere. So we get to go to all these different countries and see all the political intrigue, not just in one place, but overall, and how different countries view Jade and what impact that has on the clans. So I actually thought that was really cool. I can't really say that I cared more about like what was happening in Espenia and Shatar and all those other places because I care more about what's going on in Kacon, but it was still really interesting to follow along with. So because I didn't review the entire trilogy together, I am gonna sort of go through characters again, and we'll just go ahead and get my least favorite fucking person out of the way. I don't know why Fonda Lee feels the need to start each book with Barrow. I know what happens in the first two, and I think it happens in Jade Legacy as well. So my lingering thoughts from Jade City were that Barrow's a bitch, and that doesn't change. So at the end of Jade City, I believe the last chapter stops with Barrow getting ready to break into Lon's grave because he believes that Lon's Jade is his by right, and that's exactly where the fuck we pick up at. I didn't really care for Moot as a character, but I really appreciated the fact that he tried to kill Barrow, and I'm ridiculously disappointed that he did not succeed. And then I also really hate that at one point Barrow was like, Jade ruined my life. No, you did that to yourself, bitch. Like, you were so fucking power hungry to go after Jade. You got it. You still became even more power hungry, and then the people close to you turned on you because you're a fucking dick. So now he's all like, oh, the clan shouldn't exist. I'm gonna help take them down. I'm gonna join the clanless revolution and da-da-da-da. Like, bro, why do you keep interfering in shit that has nothing to fucking do with you? This is why you keep getting yourself into trouble. You must want to die. And then, so someone wanted to whisper Hilo's name, I think, and he's like, oh, I'm not that stupid. So you're not stupid enough to whisper the name of the pillar of the No Peak clan. But let's not forget that in the last book you had a mission, and instead of just following through with that mission, you went and attacked the pillar of the No Peak clan. Okay, Barrow. The logic makes no fucking sense, but okay. Another character that resurfaces for a very short amount of time is Doru. I'm glad that motherfucker's dead. Shay should have done what she needed to do, but he deserved to die. The fact that people were harboring him, and then no, that whole, there's just things that I just can't get past, and he deserved to die, so I'm glad he's dead, but I wish that Shay had done her job. Now let's talk about Shay. Oh god, this bitch had me stressed on multiple fucking occasions. Now, I didn't have a favorite character at the end of Jade City, but I liked Shay. I was like, oh, I think she's a good weatherman, I think she's gonna do a great job, da-da-da-da. This is another bitch who just has decided to throw all logic out the fucking window. First of all, I don't care about your history with Doru. That man is a fucking pedophile. he deserved to die. He also betrayed your clan. He betrayed your family. Fucking kill him. Moving on from that, then she goes and challenges Ike to a fucking duel. I'm not gonna lie, I thought Shay was gonna die. And honestly, if she had died and then Hilo killed everybody, I wouldn't have been mad. I feel like I kind of sound like Robin a little bit, wanting him to just destroy everyone, but at this point, with everything that had been going on, let it happen. I'm tired of this little clan war. Let's get it done. Then I also didn't like Shay's relationship. Not that I didn't like her relationship with Morrow. I don't like the way that she handled certain things. I mean, as far as the abortion, her body, her choice, cool. But after Morrow betrayed her and almost got Hilo killed, the fact that she decided to kill him instead of letting Tar get to him, that was fucked up. Like, I understand that you loved him and all, but why are you doing him a kindness when his actions literally almost got your brother assassinated? And then Ken died in his place. Like, why are you showing him mercy? He absolutely... I think it would have been only fair if Tar had been able to get to him because he killed his brother. Like, I just don't understand. Like, if somebody tried to kill my brother, I'm not going to show you mercy. Come on, Shay, do better. While I am ridiculously disappointed in Shay, you know who came through? When? Okay, so in my review of Jade City, I was talking about how Dasha and Robin were like, I don't know about Wen. And I was like, what? I didn't get that vibe, but okay. Wen said I might be a stone eye, but I'm still loyal to the clan and watch me do what I do. Bad bitch of the year. One, her keeping her little circle of white rats in rotation, the way that she has been hiding that. I mean, I get it. Hilo's like, oh my God, like, you didn't tell me, da-da-da-da. Fuck Hilo. Wen was doing the damn thing. And then being the one to kill Zapunyo? I'm so proud. Like, why can't Shay have this energy? Why can't Shay be able to do what she needs to do when it needs to be done? Housewife? We don't know her. The clan is my blood. Oh, I love Wen so much. And I was so happy that Anon was able to revive her at the end, because if she had died, one, I think Hilo would have lost his fucking shit, but I would have been really upset because Wen is absolutely my favorite character at this point. As for Andon, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really care about all the things that he was going through in Espenia, studying and with Corey and blah, blah, blah. I didn't care about any of that. When he came back, when he started working for the business side of the clan, when he put on that Jade to save Wen, that was what I wanted. That is the Andon that I was looking for in Jade City. So I like Hilo. However, I was a little disappointed in him too, because he was having a lot of misogynistic things to say and think, especially regarding Wen. You're all butthurt because she disobeyed you. She's been helping you run the clan, okay? And I get that you're upset because she went behind your back, but instead of you being concerned about her safety, you're more concerned about your ego. Fuck all of that. So I was really annoyed at Hilo because he's like, I don't know if I can forgive her. She earned her keep, she protected the family, she protected the clan, and she protected her children. I don't understand what you don't understand. She did what any other green bone would do. And I know she's not a green bone, but she's one of the greenest characters in this series, let's be real. So I don't know, I was struggling with Hilo because at first I was like, okay, I have sympathy for you because now you're the pillar and there's all this stuff going on. And then all that stuff happened with Wen, and I was like, your wife died and was literally brought back from death, and that's what you're focused on? Okay. I also was not expecting him to kill his former sister-in-law, but I do think it's good that Nico's gonna be with family, so by the time that I got to the end of Jade War, what I was looking forward to the most sort of was just figuring out how all of this was going to end. I feel like after all this time, the Mountain and No Peak are just constantly butting heads, constantly coming for each other, and it has to end somewhere. So I was really looking forward to seeing how that was going to go, as well as seeing this new generation of the clan come up and what it would look like in the future. Before I get into my thoughts on Jade Legacy, what I do want to say is that I also gave this 4 stars, so overall the series as a whole was 4 stars for me. I will say that it is quite an ending, and I did find that the ending overall was pretty satisfying. I do also want to let you know that there's going to be time jumps in this one. If I don't know about time jumps, I find them really jarring and I'm like, hold up, where have years gone? So that's just something to take note of. But otherwise, if you have not yet read Jade Legacy but would like to, this is your official spoiler warning. So for Jade Legacy, I am going to talk about characters again, but then I'm also going to get into some of the major plot points that we have in this book. Unfortunately, as per usual, we start off with Barrow doing some fuck shit. Why Fonda feels the need to let him live, I really don't know. The one thing that I wanted after reading Jade City was for Barrow to die a painful fucking death, and the fact that it didn't happen, it hurts my heart. It really truly does. I don't think I was asking for too much there. And it especially hurts because Nico had the opportunity to do so. And sure, that's foreshadowing about the kind of person that Nico's gonna be and da 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 da. But Barrow bragging about killing Lon to him, I wish that Nico had just like made his heart explode or something. I don't know. Anything at this point. All right, so let's talk about the Call siblings, shall we? Because both Hilo and Shay were getting on my fucking nerves at the beginning of this book. Hilo's still being a little bitch about the fact that Wen is participating in clan matters, and while she is literally recovering and having to learn to walk again, this motherfucker wants to hold a grudge. Get the fuck over yourself, Hilo. Good God, like your fucking wife is alive, was brought back from the dead, and you want to be a little bitch. You're the pillar of the motherfucking No Peak clan, come on. Shay, on the other hand, is just being a messy bitch, and for what? You knew how Woon felt about you. You basically didn't give him the time of fucking day, and then you want to interfere with his fucking marriage and be a goddamn homewrecker? On top of all that bullshit, she had the opportunity to kill Ike and didn't, and this bitch is almost always dead. I just got tired of her constantly being in danger, and I just didn't care anymore. Like, if she had died, I would have been like, all right, whatever. Even though I was annoyed with both of them, I eventually forgave Hilo because he finally stopped being a little bitch. Shay, on the other hand, I don't care. Andon, I love that he decided to go to medical school and that he would only wear his jade when he was healing. I absolutely love that for him. I'm just really glad to have him back because I hated him being in Aspinia and all alone. So I was really happy that he came back. Even if it had to be in a different capacity of what he originally thought it was gonna be, I'm just glad he's there. I love Andon. While I do enjoy political intrigue, and I thought it was really interesting to see the impact of Jade, not only in other countries, but in various industries, I thought all of that was really cool, but it wasn't like my favorite part of the story. If it hadn't been there, I wouldn't have cared. It was interesting, but I also just kind of felt meh about it. It could also be because at this point, I was just ready for the series to be over. So that could also play a role. Now for the major plot points that we get in Jade Legacy. First was Tar slaughtering his fiance. I did not see that coming, and I chalked it up to him still grieving the death of his brother. I don't feel bad for him for killing someone, especially another Greenbone, but I did feel bad because he's absolutely still grieving. I commend Hilo for exiling him instead of killing him, and I never really cared for Tar that much, but to find out that in the end he got Jade back solely to kill the bad kek and that he did it on Andon's orders, that was good. That was, what a great plot twist. Absolutely love that. Hilo finally stopped being a bitch, asked Gwen to be his pillarman. Absolutely love that because Gwen is so valuable to the clan and it took her dying for Hilo to realize it. So I was annoyed at that, but I was glad that he essentially made it up to her, I think. So then there was a time jump. We jumped 7 years and then it's like the 13th year in whatever months. And I'm like, oh my God, what is this? So I buddy read Jade City with both Robin and Dasha. And then for Jade War and Jade Legacy, it was just me and Robin. And I was like, I don't know what this is counting up to. I think it's either like the destruction of the clan or Hilo's death. I was right. It's all I'll say for now. Then we got to the KJA meeting. So I wasn't able to predict that like the clanless movement was going to try to kill all of the pillars. Smart for the sake of what they're trying to do, but like also like how fucking dare you? There were a lot of crazy things about that scene, but what's crazy about that scene is that when Ike got stabbed, and the rest of the room was just gonna let her die. I was like, oh shit, it's finally happening. It's over. Like, the mountain's done. This bitch jumps out the window and fucking survives. Jesus Christ, oh my god. And of course, Shay fucking finds her and saves that bitch. Like, come on, Shay. Jesus Christ. And I get her reasoning, because if Hilo was dead, you know, what are they gonna do? But the part where the explosion hit, I was like, no, you're not killing Hilo like this. I refuse. Shay fucking saves Ite, brings in Andon, whatever. The second that it was announced that Woon and Hilo were alive, Shay and Anakin took her out. There was no reason for them to let Ite walk out of there. There wasn't, and I really wish that Andon had gone with his gut because he wanted to, and I wish he had. Then we get to another time jump. Now the called children are all grown. Nico has decided he doesn't want to join the clan, that he's gonna go work for GSI, whatever the fuck that meant, I don't remember. Jaya is at the academy, I think, and Rue is in college because Rue is a Stone Eye. Love that for them. But then, why didn't Shay fucking get kidnapped? And again, I thought Shay was going to die because this bitch is always in danger. Especially when they let Wen go, and Wen's like, don't trust them. Like, no, I need to talk to Hilo immediately. And then they gave her Jade overexposure. That was, ugh. I didn't like that scene. That was a lot. And then after that, she can't wear Jade anymore. So, I don't know. I don't really have any feelings about Shay anymore. Biggest shock of this entire book was losing little Rue. I really thought that Rue was going to survive, and I'm so mad. Like why couldn't, this is gonna sound terrible, but why couldn't Shay die instead? And it's so funny because Rue he's a Stone Eye, but he's so embedded in Green Bone culture because he's a Call. And so the fact that he offered somebody a clean blade because they tried to set him up, I really wanted Rue to survive. And of course, that like really fucking broke Hilo and is what made Nico come back. And when Wen slapped the shit out of him, I was like, you know what? I'm not even mad at her. But yeah, Rue's death was rough. Andon ends up giving up his Jade again to run for council, which I guess is fine at this point. I feel like he's been doing his due diligence to the clan. Ite steps down after the entire Mountain Clan turns on her. Then she tried to whisper Hilo's name. Not only Hilo, Shay, Nico, and the heir to the Mountain Clan. Like, bitch, what? What is wrong with you? Oh my god, see, this is why they should have just fucking took her out the first time. And of course my prediction was correct and the count was leading to Hilo's death. And honestly, after he survived the explosion, I was like, oh, he's fine. He's gonna like die from old age or some shit. No, he fucking gets shot. That was hard. I cried. I didn't even think I really liked Hilo that much. Maybe I just don't like death, I don't know. But that was rough, and I hate that Jaya didn't get there in time. I really, really do. I just find that so sad when someone's dying and like they don't get to see one of their kids. Like, ugh, I hate that so much. So then, of course, Hilo dies and the counting sort of restarts with Nico as the pillar of the clan, and that was pretty interesting. But again, a satisfying ending because we did get through a lot. I like that Hilo didn't die young the way that everybody probably expected him to, and I think it was nice to see the next generation of the Call family sort of come of age. I also really hate that Barrow didn't die, but overall I did think it was an interesting series. 4 stars all around. Like I said, I did feel like there was something missing. I don't know what it is or what could have been done differently, in my opinion, for it to have been the 5 stars that I wanted it to be, but I liked it. I recommend it. I definitely give Fond Elite credit for making me feel feelings. And those are all of my thoughts on the Green Bone Saga. So if you've read any of the books, let me know what your thoughts are on them and if you agree with my opinions. Also, let me know if you're going to read the novella that she has coming out later this year. not Libby coming through with holds that weren't supposed to be ready. But I enjoyed it overall. I will be reading that novella at some point. I never read the synopsis, of course, so I don't really know what it's about, but I'm interested to see what it is. So let me know if you're gonna pick that up too. Otherwise, that's all I have for you today, and I'll see you in the next video.